Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have a 2-2 match in the Crosskeys tournament between tso15 and Taelin116. My name is Jaxie, and I will be your restreamer for today. I'm joined by Star1468 on comms, and on tracking, we have TumbleTalk13. Star, the stage is ours. How are you doing?
Good, you?
I'm doing fine. So, care to explain what we've got tonight for settings?
Yes, sure. So this is the Crosskeys tournament, which Crosskeys being crossroad entrance randomizer key sanity. All the small keys, boss keys, maps, and compasses are randomized. So are the entrances. We also have, in addition, mirror scrolls, pseudo boots, and Zelda woods. So we can mirror out of dungeons so we don't get stuck or need a death warp. Although we'll need to find the actual mirror to go between Dark World and Light World. Also, pseudo boots let us run around fast, but don't let us bonk any rocks. And then Zelda Woods means that all of Skull Woods is randomized, including the drop-downs. Normally in Crosskeys, the drop-downs are not, as we are going here. $300 for Tiso, and there is a small key to Aga Tower in Link's house.
Yeah, and with Zelda Woods, it can actually mean that the Ganon drop is actually potentially connector locked by being in Skull Woods area as well. So that might also be something that we have to look out for as well.
Yep, Elder House here north of Light Lake Hylia. And that takes us to the Village of Outcast Hammer Hut. Okay, well, that's might be a dark connector for later.
We have Bumper Cave. Bumper Cave, can't do anything about that yet. We do need a Hookshot or a Cape.
Yep. And I missed it was on the Lake Island.
I did not catch that either.
As Sank is in the Lost Woods. Cool. Makes it nice and easy to get back of escape once we get some bombs. As a
sword is nice.
Sword. That is really nice to find. $20 on Lake Island according to our tracker. Thanks, Tom.
Yep, so we're not going to be going back for that anytime soon. So we're just going to continue exploring the Lost Woods for a little bit here. We find Desert Wind at the Lost Woods log.
And Saha's Hut is a dark cave of some variety. I unfortunately do not have audio on for either runner because both of them would give me a miserable headache, so I don't have the audio to determine what their audio is. And, oh, Lumberjack is one of our Skullwoods drop-downs. Cool.
Yeah, this is actually fine because it's just, now we just don't have to worry about Aga 1 for any sort of logic there.
Oh, absolutely. Oop, gets well mastered, and we got the one of the Paradox here at Eastern. Good find.
Yeah, it seems like Taelin's going to be taking this connector and just seeing where it goes. Or maybe they're just going to take the key. No, we're going to take the connector. Okay.
Okay, let's see. I mean, it's not hard to get back here.
I mean, this is nice for a single. This is nice for a single route, but we're not going to be using that connector ever again.
No. Ooh, Lake Flute 5 is the Witch Hut. And our Magic Bat drop-down is the Uncle. It's the key to Swamp. Okay, well, not one of the more useful ones, but better to get it before you go Swamp.
Yeah, Swamp Big Key is one of those big keys that is not necessarily required, but I mean, it's also one of those keys where it's like, right now, we're not really going to say no to it.
Yep, as to get a Haro Castle main here at the Smiths, might as well go check out Front of Escape and then maybe check out some connectors here. Tiso's stealing the key in the front and back of Desert. We'll see if he actually ends up using it later. We don't know where the other Desert key is, where Desert Front is, or if we need to beat Desert, so.
Map to Hera in the map chest of HC.
Okay, don't really care about that too much. And Tiso is going to find this Lumberjack connector here Lumberjack drop down is one of our Skull Woods drops, so we'll see what he does here.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say that Tiso is probably also going to take this connector as well. There's not really any consequence to not taking it.
No, it's pretty close to our safe warp at Lost Woods, and you might as well see where this goes, too.
Yeah. And ultimately, this is going to work out because it's just going to be a nice fluid route right into CAC. Yep, so that's just a connector you never have to worry about ever again.
So we're going to check out CAC entrances for him. There's a top end of Spiral Cave.
Tso is going to take this. I don't know if I would be taking this connector immediately. Like, yes, you have boots, but also, like, you've got a lot of things you can do here in CAC.
Yeah, at the same time, you can also get back here fairly quickly, so it's not the worst way to do this, since it's the first entrance you check here.
And takes a death.
Okay, well, maybe we won't be seeing the other side of that for a bit. As Taelin is going to go do Dark Cross here, using the sword to navigate. Still no bombs for either runner, so we won't be seeing the back of Escape just yet. And Cat Fortune Teller is Ice Rod Cave. Cool. And a book in Dark Cross.
At the Medora, and we got a bottle in Ice Rod Cave.
Okay. I'm gonna check our Hyrule Castle connectors for Taelin. Hyrule Castle right being our Light World Type Cave. Okay. And Mimic Cave and Cat.
Small key on Desert Ledge.
Okay, useless entrance for Tso. How did Taelin get here?
I would assume probably through Hyrule Castle, and we find Skullwood's Win over here at Desert Main.
Yep. Oh, and I see, Hyrule Castle right would have been Light World Hype Cave right is where Hyrule. Sorry, Agina. I'm mixing myself up. That's what it was. That's what I was like. I thought it was Agina, but I'm clearly being a scatterbrain.
Yep.
Map on the well drop down. Cool.
All right, and Taelin's gonna go south from here.
Okay. Ooh, Saha. Skullwoods are green pendant. I'm a little surprised, but we're 8 minutes in. We haven't found a single bomb pack from either runner yet, and it's starting to get to be a bit of a pain.
Yeah, usually you'd be finding bombs like aplenty even early into the seed, but yeah, so far the seed's just been bone dry.
Yep. Not a single bomb in sight. We have gotten a few major items. There's a because Tso just got a lamp there, got a sword, a bottle. Speaking of that, there's that for Taelin, and Flute being in CAC's really nice to activate it immediately, but yeah. Hype Cave, speaking of bombs we don't have.
Ha!
Hype Cave being in our library.
Small key to TR.
Yep. And Brewery giving us a big key to GT. Cool.
And Parrot Fairy giving us greens. Arrow Game and Blind Set, but we're pretty good for money right now, so we're going to ignore that.
Yeah, no, money is not the problem this seed. We've got plenty of that. Both runners have over 300 rupees. It's just no bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, we are kind of looking for either a 3-bomb pack or just a shop, just to give us that ammunition.
Yeah, our runner is very much looking for that as soon as they can, because the longer they go without bombs, the more things they leave behind.
Yes.
They both got to be wondering, has my opponent just managed to find a bomb pack, to get a lucky bomb drop somewhere, and been able to do, like, for example, Backup Escape? Hype Cave has now been found. We would really like to do both of those places for checks right now. There's some entrances we've had to skip.
Taelin finds Spiral Cave and immediately... Oh, nope, we're going back in. Okay.
Okay, well, again, can get back here fairly quickly to see where this is. Taelin also knows that... Taelin's also seen much of the map by this point, so he knows there's not a lot else to do besides check this connector or find bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to a point chat, yeah, they can just flute back here if they do need the money, but I feel like... Okay, so we're going to see where this connectors goes first, and we get spat out at Dark Sank. Okay. Yeah, so... yeah, they can come back whenever they want, but usually there comes a point, and Tso's proved my point right there, where eventually you just get the money you need and it becomes irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tso's at this point set with 642 rupees. And Curiosity Shop is dead, so Taelin's gonna save quit out for now. To keep the funny, yep, there's that for Taelin. Yeah. And this is going to be the Hammer Hut connector for Taelin, which we know we saw it earlier from Tso, and is totally useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a dead connector, because, I mean, you already have a way to the Dark World.
Yep.
Of course, we're not going to be doing much in the Dark World right now, because bunny walking is just not a good idea, to be blunt.
No, not really, no.
Ocean Shop at Flute 5.
Yep, we saw that earlier. I did miss the Smithson cack earlier, so that's... Tso just found that, so... Game continuing to say no to giving them bombs!
Well, yeah, Tso has a bomb, though.
Just managed to... Yeah, I missed that he got one, so...
Yeah, small key to pod.
Okay.
And a mirror.
Oh,
okay.
That's a well worth it bomb.
You had one bomb and you have used it correctly. Good job, Tso.
Yeah, those bushes there can drop bombs. RNG's just really not playing nice.
Yeah.
Like, they've tried. They both have. The game is just like, yeah, no.
Very Ascension Kate connector at DMA right.
And there's another entrance to Paradox. Again, still no bombs to do much in there. Has a shop if we had a bomb to get into it, but well.
Right, and there's DMA right, which we knew we were gonna find it on the mountain. And Tso has everything to be able to do this anyway, even if this connector was at Hera.
Mm-hmm. And Taelin going through that Paradox cave now, which we did not see earlier from Tso. We are still missing that middle one. That's still missing one of these entrances here.
Taelin?
Flippers on the old ban.
Yep.
Yeah, Taelin, you don't have a ranged weapon to hit it with. The
That's
perils
fun.
of
That's
no
very funny.
And Tiso finds a shop, just not one of the ones we want.
Oh, was it Curiosity Shop?
I think, yeah. Did not sell bombs, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sounds like Curiosity Shop.
Did not catch what the item in Spec Rock was there for Tiso, although that was a vanilla entrance. Ha. And there's finally a bomb shop.
There we go.
15 minutes in, we finally have bombs.
Imagine having explosives. Couldn't be Taelin.
Oh, and here's the other side of DM. Nice connector there.
There we go.
And finds another bomb shop. Meyer for Tiso.
Spike Cave. Can't do anything about that yet.
Nope.
And there's Eastern. Finally a dungeon.
Well, we just found Meyer, so we've got a couple dungeons found now.
Bonk Rocks. Small key to pod.
Big key
And
to
we find a
thieves.
big key to thieves on Ether Tablet. That's interesting.
Yep. Okay, well, we are going to need a Master Sword for that. Don't know if Thieves Town's required, but that's good to know. I'm gonna just take a look in Eastern, makes sense. 3 quick checks while you're here. And now we can do Paradox Key.
Yeah, now we can... yeah, so Tiso's going to be able to get these checks, which Taelin unfortunately couldn't. Very funny. Big
I don't
key
blame
to
him,
ice.
though. It's so rare to go 15 minutes without a bombs that it's...
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to see a big key to EP in here. That'd just be super funny.
That would be rude for Taelin.
I'm so used to this game trolling the ever-loving hell for content.
You're not wrong, to be fair.
Cadus Rari is pretty good, though.
Yeah, good find. Doesn't do anything right now, but good find. Although here's a stupid thought. If we get a big key to Meyer, we might have some fun. With that, because we now have Lamp, Kane, no, we still don't have Hookshot or Boots, come think to get into Meyer, but, we did just find a Meyer a minute ago, thinking of what we could do with that Kane eventually, so. Okay, Tiso's going to go back and clean up with bombs, makes sense. And I think Eastern's been a dud so far.
Yeah, I don't think we've found much of anything here in EP. There's Blind's Hut at the Bombable Hut there.
Yeah.
Art Piece. Skullwood Small Key. Alright, that's fine. TR Small. Alright.
That's TR2. Okay, that's good to find. And Bugnet. Cool. And yeah, I think that qualifies as a bust for Eastern.
Yeah, that was completely worthless.
But good to check, though. You don't want to leave it behind and then wonder what 3 things you left in there and go, oh no.
Alright, Hype Cave, Skullwood Small, Cape, Moon Pearl. Okay. So we can do things in Dark World.
Yep. That's also a new connector, because we saw Bumper Cave at the Hyrule Castle main entrance a while ago.
Yes. Yeah, so that is a connector we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Tiso's going to ignore for now, though.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I don't think he's been up there yet. Taelin, I think, was the one who did that.
Yes, that makes
First
sense.
play to Uncle. Tisa will do so eventually, just isn't prioritizing it. Probably might try and route it with Pyramid, honestly, with the Mirror and Dark World Axis eventually. Chicken Hut is more junk. Tisa doing our first play into the to South Shore, really, now that we have bombs, finally.
Yeah. And there's flippers, which we saw that on Tiso's side.
Yeah. Oh, Hookshot Cave here at Mini Molorm Cave.
Can't do anything about the items in here yet because we don't have real boots, but that's good information to know.
Yep. Or Stars the Dam, yeah. And that's another connector at some point to take also.
Yeah. Tiso using his last bomb here on Mini Molorm Cave, which gives us Dark Sank.
Okay.
Now, there is a 50-50 over at the Ice Rod Cave area, but we can't actually get it because we need a Power Glove.
And we don't have that.
Nope. So we're just going to go ahead and check Waterfall entrance right here.
Here, Big Chest, okay.
Sure. To answer a question in chat, it's an emulator setting. You can add filter lines. Yeah, we're not gonna take the pokey right now.
Graveyard Legend, the Spike Cave entrance. Can't check that yet for Taelin. Or for anyone. Yeah, no, it just doesn't. Yeah, no Moon Pearl, so that's what it was for.
Yeah, we're having to use these pots over here to get our resources because the game is refusing to give us shit.
Well, the game's giving us major items. It's just not giving us any bomb refills at all, apparently. Thankfully, there's several accessible by flute on the Light Death Mountain. It's just he fluting there every time you want to get bombs is a pain.
Yeah, the thing is, the prize packs must be not very great in terms of how they're being shuffled.
No, they've both tried and failed to get. They've both killed a bunch of stuff trying to get bomb drops, and neither of them have had much of any luck. It looks like so.
Taelin finds the same hookshot connector and it says, "Nope, I'm coming back later."
Hobo's more junk.
Yep. Although instead of going right, Taelin's gonna go left here, and we're gonna be checking Desert Fairy.
Yeah.
Which gives us pot hint.
Old man, safe quit is Waterfall Fairy. Okay, game. Solar Ledge is more junk.
Now, Taelin, having a lot more bombs, is way more equipped to be able to do this. There's an Ice Small. Is way more equipped to do this Ice Rod Cave check here.
Yep. Still no glove, unfortunately, to check the glove-locked entrance, but can do the other two. And, oh, another bomb shot.
Yep, there's like Hylia shop. Yeah, so... Yeah, and the fact they can't do the rock entrance right now is honestly okay, because we can just get that on a pass-through with Mirror once we get to Dark Shopping Mall.
Speaking of Dark Shopping Mall, that's where Tiso is.
Ha ha ha! Well, I spoke too soon.
Dark Shopping being the backside of the old man.
Sure.
Nice Minor Cave of having 2 times 20, or Minor said having $20 times 2. Much appreciated.
I think we're okay with money for the rest of the seed.
I think so too.
TRP just for Taelin.
Yep. Tiso spending money to get bombs. Again, much needed this seed. And here's something new. We have yet to find Ganon. Also haven't found Lost Woods Magic Bat or the Well for drop downs, plus 1 or 2 of the Skull Woods drops. Useless Fairy. Taelin has not been back to Paradox, no.
Yeah, no. Taelin went into the entrance, but did not have anything to actually flip the switch, so he hasn't been back there yet.
Nope. Small key to Swamp in the Well, good find.
Alright. That's important.
And getting our first look at this pond area now for Tiso. Taking that Paradox connector over here. And we're finally going to look at Back of Escape. 26 minutes in.
I forget, did Tiso already look at this or no?
No, this is our first look at Back of Escape.
Okay,
with
so this is all
being
new.
so late.
Money. Fetch quest. More money.
Cool.
Cool. Wonderful. Thank you, game. All of that waiting, and you still decide to give us a to be determined.
Yep. Yeah, they're both going to have to do a fair bit of running around to clean up all of these random things they left behind because the game would not give them any bombs for 15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like a crazy like thing to say that like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, that's like, it's exactly like it's like, thank you for the amazing luck, but I would love, you know, to have not great luck at this point, although this is like...
Like, I'd like a little bit of bombs, please? Hello?
Yeah.
There's our laser bridge connector. Okay, that's one of our must connects checked off. And that was... Okay. But yeah, it's actually kind of... Yeah, because, yeah, for those who missed the very start, we spent the first 15 minutes looking for bombs. Game didn't give us any until about that point when we finally found a shop on Death.
There's the hospital left for Taelin, so yeah, Skull, Green Pendant, as we learned on Tiso's side. And yeah, now Taelin's gonna be forgetting that they have pseudo boots, and then we'll get this mirror. Pod, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one tech about this game is when you have pseudo boots is to remember that you do in fact have pseudo boots and not bonk into everything thinking that you can actually break it open.
Yeah. Eastern is a bust. Taelin's cleaning up some of these bomb lock checks we couldn't see earlier. Don't think there was... Yeah, Smokey to Skull, Smokey to TR, nothing too interesting there. And he needs to head, and then he'll do library, which is or hype cave, which is the library entrance. There's a couple more keys in there.
Mm-hmm.
nothing super interesting there. Both our runners just kind of doing what the other's done already. Taelin's also missing a lamp. My notes have it written down as being in CAC somewhere. I did not bother to write down the specific entrance. But I'm assuming he'll pick it up at some point here in this loop.
Yeah, it was relatively early for Tso.
I think it might have been.
It might have been here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I think Taelin took a connector out of here early, so it didn't actually do all the entrances. And he's going to check the Spiral Cave connector he died in earlier, which we know this goes to Dark Sank.
Yeah.
Which he could actually use. Might also he could check Graveyard Ledge while he's there. We haven't seen that one yet. That's
can
actually, he doesn't have a Moon Pearl.
He needs a Moon Pearl.
And that was Head Cave at the library entrance, which will be the next thing he does after this.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky to pound for Tso.
Taelin's gonna bunny walk though.
Yeah. A little unfortunate knowing where the Moon Pearl is. This is play back to Dark World for Tso, I think. Using this to get back to the pod area. Which, no, bombing across is not in logic. We have a connected to Dark Sank and Flippers, so we can go that way instead.
Desert left over at Sea House.
And chess game for Tso is $20. Taelin needs to go back and finish a CAC area entrances. He left behind his Moon Pearl in the library entrance. Pyro Castle left at the chess game. Ooh, that's a glove for Taelin in the library at Dark Archery.
That's locked by real boots.
Yep, it is.
So yeah, we're gonna be needing boots for those. So at least The thing is that the fact that it's like, oh yeah, you get to find real boots this seed, like it hardly really matters, because with pseudo boots, you basically have just turned your Pegasus boots into a fetch quest item. Because it's like, yeah, you can already dash, but oh hey, now that you have regular boots, now here, go ahead and take care of these entrances and some items while you're at it.
Yep. And there's that Moon Pearl for Taelin.
Alright, top of castle. So we can do all three of the entrances here.
Yep.
Fairy Fountain, that's very convenient for Tso.
Yeah, it is. He has had half a heart, so much needed a refill.
Yeah, but he was also not in any danger of dying here.
Ooh, Aga Tower Vanilla. Cool.
Vanilla Aga Tower, how funny.
I think that's our second, because Spec Rock Top was also vanilla. And Hera at Race Game Left has our first GT small. Can't continue with that big hero hookshot, so that's it for them. And we do note as well it's a pendant since we got the map to that earlier, so it might not be back for a bit.
Yep, we have one CT key, so we can get the other item in this dungeon. And lucky for us, once we get that other item, we never have to come back here.
Not at all, because Skullwoods, one of our Skullwoods drops was at the Lumberjack, and we don't need to beat Aga to get to the other side of it, so.
Nope. That was left. There's a fire rod on Dig Game. Oh my god.
Okay, speaking of Skullwoods, we're now a Skullwoods 3 from beating Green Pendant Skull. Okay.
Yep, and because this is Zelda Woods, that Skullwood Small Key 3 does not necessarily have to be in Pinwheel Chest.
Correct.
Yeah, so...
hey, there's one of our bomb shops, K45 entrance. No wonder we didn't see it earlier.
Wonderful. Yeah, so as a result of that, Mothula is no longer hard gated by the Moon Pearl in this mode that we got here.
Yep. Logically on the Desert Forge, we don't much care about that one. And okay, sick kid.
Sick kid giving us blue mail.
Bomb shop is a regular bomb shop and not the fancy one.
TMA left at Dark World shop there, which we already found the other side of it, so we don't really care.
Alright, what was at the shop? I missed it.
It was DMA left. So it was nothing that we cared about.
Oh, right, sorry, yep. Did not catch what you said at first, so...
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Our runners diverging here and checking out a bunch of new entrances each means that my notes sheet is becoming a mess again. Double fairies.
Don't worry, you have Tom will talk to make sure you don't go cross-eyed. Alright, but we're gonna go into Skullwoods here.
There's
there's Ganon. So Ganon is at Skullwood's main entrance.
And that's pseudo vanilla.
That is, yes.
Smokey to pod.
Smokey to pod. Chat, listen, I entrust Tom to be the person who memes and wishes terror and torture for these runners, while I am the angel that wishes for all things good. So... we are two polar opposites, if you couldn't tell.
Got another bottle in Skullwoods, and that's going to be it for the moment. Don't have a connector to get to the back of Skullwoods, nor does Tiso have a fire rod to check the back of Skullwoods entrance. And Bumper Ledge is a map, so we don't have to worry about that connector too much right now. GT.
And there's GT. Taking that small key, we're stealing it. We're going to right side and sequence breaking compass room. When we already know where the fire rod is. There's just a small key to this dungeon. Okay.
Okay, so we're up to 2 GT smalls now between our runners. technically right side's locked behind all 4. Although tile room is in logic.
Yeah, tile room's in logic right now, so this is a pretty good call to do this right now. It's just the fact that, you know, keeping that knowledge that, yeah, no, compass room's not in logic right now.
Yeah, you still do while you're here, I think, just for the density, but yeah, it is something to keep in mind that not in logic, Tiso doesn't even have a fire rod, although we know where it is.
Yeah, ultimately, Tiso is going to end up, assuming that he commits to doing compass room, which it looks like he is, Tiso's going to lose a little bit of time against Taelin, because Taelin's going to be able to do this properly with the fire rod, whereas Tiso is going to be need to kill all the enemies in this room, then do the bomb jump, and oh, nope, he's leaving. Okay, good.
Doesn't have the health for it, as chat
Yeah, it does
points
not
out.
have, yeah, unfortunately does not have health, so yeah, no, we can't do it there.
What was tile room? I missed it.
Tile room was nothing valuable.
Okay, thank you. What's desert right? Because Taelin just walked through it and I missed it.
Ooh, Tiso took death.
Ouch.
At desert, yeah, desert right was at HC West.
Okay, yep, thanks. Yeah, I know we saw it earlier and I just completely spaced it. Whoops.
Yeah, Tiso probably should have taken the death in GT, so he would have gotten that health refill, thus not sort of ruining his route there. That's fine, because he could just do it later. Yeah. The map is information. But it really depends on what map that was. And unfortunately, Tiso is not using a tracker. Ooh, and Taylor took a death. Yeah, Tiso is not using his personal tracker does not actually track maps, so we actually don't know what map that was.
No, we do not. King's Tomb is a new check. We saw the entrance earlier, but didn't have Moon Pearl then, and ooh, that's a bow. We need that.
It is a bow. Yeah, we do need that. Well, probably need that. We still don't know if Eastern or Pod is a crystal.
We know 2 pendants, it has to be at least one of them.
Ah, fair enough, yeah.
Because we found a hair map at some point, and we know Skullwoods is a green pendant, so...
Yes.
Oh, and it was Magic Bat at Sank. We forgot we hadn't seen that yet. So our pyramid drop down is going to be, I think, either one of the Skull Woods entrances or the Lost Woods entrance. So not super urgent probably to clear all Aga 2 today.
Well, so So Skullwood's main is at the Skullwoods connector drops.
And we saw the Skullwoods big key chest earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, hookshot in the Mildom Cave.
Yeah, hookshot's nice. Yeah, so I think that does leave Lost Woods as our last one. No?
I might just be miscounting, yeah. Many Moldoma's Graveyard Ledge. You might be right.
Yeah. It's a lot harder to calculate on comms than if I was playing this seed myself.
Yeah. No, that's just called me losing track of Zelda a bit, but thank you. And Taelin now has the ranged weaponry to go back into Paradox Cave.
Yeah.
Some half an hour later. Thankfully, there wasn't anything urgently necessary to find earlier.
I mean, there was a Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, that's true, but he hasn't found GT yet, so...
Yeah.
And we can't get into Miters. And he can't get into Miter either, so that's not as big a deal. We now know where Hookshot is, but he has to get there first. But...
Ice Palace map and Tower Room. Okay.
Thank you. And we're finally going to see Hookshot Cave here now that Tisho has the hookshot to do the checks and get the connector, because nobody checked that at all, even though we saw this a long time ago.
Yeah, we did see. Yeah, this was like 20 minutes ago or something like that.
It was the dam, so we saw this super early.
Desert Small is nice.
Small. Hammer.
Hammer. Oh. Okay. Desert map. What's the last item? And Biggie's okay.
Big.
Skullwood's Big is kind of iffy, but it's also not. I don't know. That's kind of one of your two return, and Tiso gets railroaded.
Oh, that's rude. That is one entrance we will have to come back to later, because we know where One Glove is, but we don't have boots for it, and Tiso hasn't seen it yet either.
Yeah, but it's also possible we could just get to that entrance with a flute and mitts.
Yeah, which...
Thus negating that completely.
Well, mitts is locked behind that glove we don't have.
That's true.
But we might be able to get there if we have a miter connector. That's what we might be able to do. Dylan's gonna beat Skullwoods. Get the green pendant, turn it in. Skull back is...
Yeah, now we do have half... Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, now we do have half magic for this fight. So this fight's not actually as bad, but it's still a slightly dangerous fight here if you're not careful. But both of these runners are definitely very adept at being able to handle this fight.
Absolutely. And Tiso finding his glove now and going, oh. Nice moth fight for Taelin.
All for a single rupee. And a green pendant.
Yep, which can turn that in when he goes back to Cax, and Saha's over in that area.
Okay, to GT.
Yep, that's our second.
And finally gets the spin speed. All that for 3 bombs.
Womp. I get why Taelin did it, though. He was there at the end of the route, clear Skullwoods, 2 items, might as well... And you're only 1 key short of logic for it, so it made sense.
Yeah. Skullwoods there made a nice terminus, but it just was not really... It just didn't pan out there.
No.
You know, you didn't have the logic. It's a pendant.
Didn't have the logic, but he's only 1 key short on it. We've got 2 Skull Smalls, and both are in, so...
And Tiso is doing something that's also not in logic, which is killing Moldorm, which is also a pendant.
Yep, so we'll have 2 out of 3 pendants. No clue where the third is. We can't get it, because we have no other beatable dungeons, in or out of logic. But we do get a small key to Ice, which, okay, we've got 2 now, but doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, that does not really tell us anything. And Taelin's going to get that information that Thieves Big is on tablets.
Yep, and there's a pretty good chance we need it too at this point. Given our pendant now, given that we know 2 pendants and Thieves is not one of those 2.
I mean, I feel like you're going to pick that up regardless. Because, I mean, it's a Thieves Town Big Key.
Yeah, and it locks a good couple checks in the back of Thieves.
It does lock it does lock 4 checks in the back, assuming you have the small key.
Yeah, and it'll also be ped access by that point. Tiso's about to get something useful after the game.
Yeah, it's Fire Rod.
Yep. And I don't believe we've seen this connector yet for Taelin.
No,
so
we
this is new.
haven't. Yeah, this is new.
And time
so
for our troubles. Skullwood's back. Okay.
Okay, sure. That's another entrance we can get.
Yeah, might as well here. And
That's the
ooh, that is a
dam.
required check.
That is a very necessary entrance. That's real boots.
Extremely necessary.
Yep. So that's yeah, that's very, very nice because now we can go ahead and get that glove, which allows us to pick up a few entrances that we couldn't do previously, most notably those glove lock entrances in Light World, as well as the one in Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah, that's a really, really good find.
Taelin's going to go ahead and take this drop down, which, I mean, you can do that. It's just going to take you right here to the ring room.
Yeah, well, he hasn't done Skullwood's front
Yeah.
yet, so this makes sense, and he can check... Oh, no, he doesn't... does not have the big key, because that was Hookshot Cave. He'll go back there at some point eventually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But with this play, he can carry out these checks, and then... I'd assume probably go grab the glove. The glove's sitting over, for those unfamiliar, at the library, which is in the Dark World Archery game. And start doing checks from that. Can just head out of here and walk it over to Dark Archery game.
Yep.
GT is in race game, or sorry, that's Dark Lumberjack. Wrong, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So Taelin should find that in the next bit as well, depending on his exact route. But I'd imagine he goes up there at some point, because he hasn't done those yet. Bombo's tablet going to be a new check for Tso, and actually this is going to be GT now for Taelin that checks.
Mm-hmm. And Bombo's tablet is absolutely nothing.
Nope.
Check
10
again
arrows.
now. Yep, which that's HC right, which we already knew that.
Yep. I missed the GT Torch was earlier. One of our bomb packs we did not get a really early game.
Yep, so Taelin is going to Tile Room and then assumably go ahead and continue into Compass Room.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little confused why Tso just took this drop down.
I'm not sure. I don't really see what Tso was trying to do with this route here.
Because I look over and he's checking the magic bat drop down, and I'm like, that's the Uncle Tso. You did that a long time ago.
Yes.
It looks like he's doing some backtracking, though. Cleaning up checks he couldn't do earlier. Doing this... that will eventually be accessible, but, isn't high on Taelin's priority list, and Tso needs to go check that Spec Rock connector, which might take him a minute. Or maybe not, as I say that, because here he goes. Although I don't know what exactly he'll do on the mountain, because he's got options up here.
Alright, so Compass Room here, we got 3 bombs. Piece of Heart. Small Key to Hera. Eeeeee. Oh, no.
Highly out of logic, but yeah, that's a GT. That is a Hera Small. And we're gonna see the rare right side GT climb for Taelin to go check Ice Armos.
I mean, knowing what we know, this is not a good idea, but I'm interested to see what's over here.
Yeah, we know Hammer's very available over in Hookshot Cave, but Taelin
and we know
has
Hookshot is also available.
And yeah, Hookshot's in Mini Moldorm Cave, which is on Graveyard Ledge, which Taelin will probably might go there after this, and that'll just be a feels bad by that point. Pod
Smoky
4.
Pod.
Where was GT3? Because I only have 2 written down, but Taelin has 3 of them. Whoops.
Yeah.
I have Hera and GT Hope as my 2 GT keys.
Yeah, only thing here that kind of sucks for Taelin is that Taelin doesn't have a bow, which is a really nice weapon to have here. So it looks like he's going to use cane strats.
Yeah.
Or we're going to use sword. Okay. Yep, and we're going to just get that stun lock.
Also, was that a big key on Floating Island? I wasn't quite sure what that was. And I think Tso on his side might be going back to Miter, because that was over here somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that this is just such a slow fight with doing cane and sword and things like that. This is why you really like to have a bow, because otherwise, like, this just takes forever.
It does, yeah. Oh, and Tso's just short on health to do Spike Cave here.
Rip. Yeah, he doesn't have a glove.
Right. Duh.
Yeah, yeah, which...
I forgot about that.
There's always something that you forget as well, is that you go to Spike Cave, like, yes, you have the invincibility item, go and do the item, and then you're like, shit, I don't have the glove to pick up the rock at the fucking other end of the room.
Yep. And Smokey the Thief's down on Ice Armos. Okay, this is going to be Taelin heading... Let's see, does he head left or right here? Okay, good. He's going to go grab his mini Moldorm Cave, which he needs, because that's a hookshot in there. And I think Bonk Rocks is... And this is a new check also for us. We haven't seen this entrance yet.
Yeah. We have not seen this.
Other side
Bumper
of Bumper
lower.
Okay.
So Bumper is dead.
Good info. And that's a point too, right? Curiosity Shop entrance is the bow for Taelin. He needs that. I think he'll backtrack for that once he gets this, because he has to head back to the Dark Archery entrance for his library and his glove.
Yeah, but right now, yeah, Taelin's just going to take care of King's Tomb. Another boots lock check.
Or nothing. We're gonna see our Hyrule Castle or Desert Main entrance for Tso connector, which we still haven't seen yet.
Mire. Okay. Ether is required for Mire entrance.
Okay, might not need it, but good to know. And my shed left is Laser Bridge.
Yeah, we definitely want to see Laser Bridge. Laser Bridge is 4 checks. Bombos Battalion. And a hard container. Hard container we're not going to say no to. And we're going to be continuing and going through the back. Going to get Crystal Roller Room.
Oh good, and this is the bow for Taelin.
Yeah.
So Taelin grabbing his bow, going to grab his glove, and then hammers in the dam entrance is in the hookshot key, which is at the dam entrance bartender. Desert Light Monkey to Hyrule Castle, which is completely useless.
Yeah, we don't really care about that.
And
there's a Gina. There's the Ether Medallion. Okay, cool. Key under the mat.
Was the key just at his dark counterpart?
I
think it was, at least, because...
No, it was at Desert West.
Cool. I was like, it was one of these entrances, and it can't...
So Taelin's gonna be the first one to get the glove.
Yeah, happy 1 hour, everyone, with that. And, ooh, Super Bunny Cave at Spire main entrance.
That is a connector. He's just gonna mirror here to check Desert main entrance. Did not check this previously. He's gonna learn that this is Skull Win, and is going to probably try and kill Mothula here.
Imagine so while you're here. You have everything for it.
Yeah. There's, like, virtually no reason you don't kill Moth here.
Yeah, no. And Bomb Crocs by Link's house and the Bomb Shop are both dead. Going to get our first look at the Swamp and Dark Hype Cave entrances. No, I think did we see those earlier? And everything kind of blurs together. Taelin's gonna grab his items out of Hookshot Cave here, which is good. Or
yeah.
Eventually, I hope. Gonna grab his entrance first, though. Taelin did those.
Yeah, Taelin did them earlier.
Got it. Thank you. Yeah. It blurs together when commentating Crosskeys.
Yeah.
Nice moth fight for
That
Tso.
was a very clean moth fight. Holy crap.
And that is 2 pendants for Tso. We know green pendant was junk. But it makes sense to just do this while he's here.
Yeah, you're really looking to just maximize your checks per hour here. So that way you're just doing things faster.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me too, by the way, an hour in, we're still missing several dungeons. Haven't found Bod, Swamp, Thieves Town, or Ice Palace.
Yeah, we haven't. So I only caught the tail end of that. I saw PR was a 5-6.
I think Thieves was the other.
Thieves was the other? Okay. Yeah, Ice and TR are the 5-6.
Oh, sorry, Ice. Right, brain. Yeah,
now we're going to take that Super Bunny connector.
Yep.
Taelin's going to get his Ether. We get the big key to Hera. Hera big key, not exactly something we're excited to see, given the fact that Tso has already done Hera, and Big Chest is, yeah, not something very exciting for us. Find a map to Pod. That's just more information.
Yep.
Yeah, Taelin has not done Hera. There's Thieves.
Ooh, Thieves Town.
Another big key, TR. Alright.
We probably need that.
We definitely need that because TR is a crystal.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
Meyer, alright.
Okay.
Can you give us a little bit more big keys so we can do more things, game?
Ooh, Swamp Palace.
Master
And a
Sword.
Master Sword.
Alright. So that's the big key to Thieves. So this was a so far, and a mushroom, of course. So far as we're concerned, Thieves is a logical double dip.
Yep, because that's the only that's the only sword we've found as far besides the one we got early. So
Yeah.
Small key to pod number 5. Still don't have pod, but that we now have 5 of the keys for it.
Yeah, with 5 keys, that's very nice. Guys, why do you keep trying to manifest a sword in swamp? That meme is horrible.
Mushroom turn in for just a hurt piece. And this looks like runs the Thieves' Big Key for Tso. Small key to GT
small.
Last.
That's GT4. Alright, so now...
Wherever Tso's third was, it was not here.
Yeah, so...
The third, yeah.
Yeah, so that puts Compass and Logic, as well as Map Chest.
Yep.
Yeah, Map Chest.
We have Thieves Small, so we can just clear the place. Or no, actually, no. Yeah, we can clear the place because we have, we have the Thieves Small key.
I don't hate fun. I hate things that are just so overblown and so overdone. Like, we can have a little bit of fun without relying on old memes that have been with this community since I started doing restreams well before I was here.
Yeah, no, I agree. Old memes can get very old. But anyway, new checks.
Yep.
Left side swamp for Taelin has a compass. Tso getting some more money out of Miter. Miter clear makes sense here. Has everything for it. Small key to skull number 3.
Skull 3. All right.
Ranked.
So that's our Moth logic, which we don't care about because Moth was nothing. Shovel. Yep. Okay.
Also don't much care. Although it is one check.
Yeah, shovel could be important, but that's again a big to be determined.
Yep. We've got a lot of our fetch quests already for the seed. Got powder, shroom, shovel. Got the book. Got the bottle for sick kid. We are missing some of our fetch quest keys. Red mail.
Red mail. Seed is making us sit comfy with health and resources so far. It was just really that early start where the seed just wouldn't give us bombs.
Yeah. And game. Speaking of bad memes, apparently this one did hold true. There's a sword for Taelin. So both our runners will have at least tempered swords, speaking of safeties too. They will both pull the other sword. But I was looking at Jaxie as what we're missing for go mode at this point. We don't know what our last pendant is, but we know we need an ice rod for TR. And we're missing big keys for Eastern Desert Pod. Yeah, missing big keys for Eastern Desert Pod, and we are also missing some dungeon entrances is the other problem.
I'm sorry, I wasn't at my computer. I was busy huffing a bunch of copium at the fact that this stupid meme is still fucking in this community.
Sorry, I was looking at what we need for go mode. There's a couple big keys, an ice rod, and some entrances. Which we might still need a glove. We might still need bits, although we've got some glove and boots locked entrances we still haven't seen.
Tom, shut the hell up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Listen, we're all the three of us that are all in crew are all restreamers. This is normal behavior for us here at CSR. I swear. If you too want to see this amount of joking, just fill out our restreamer application.
We have fun, as well as everything else. But he's going through finishing off Meyer. Meyer was kind of a bust. Swamp wasn't the well, Swamp had a pod small, a GT small, and that sword, but not the most interesting of Swamp palaces either. Nice spooky glitch for Tso.
There's the Thieves' Pig for Taelin.
Yep. And, okay, that was a small key on Floating Island. Whoops. Where is that connector? We haven't found it yet.
No, I don't believe we have.
And I'm not sure what we've got left on connectors. It might be TR is what it might be. We're still missing TR left and TR main.
Yeah, TR bridge.
And yeah, TR bridge is a must connect. We're also short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of bad at tracking some of the random connector caves, so there might be one of those left somewhere. Oh, well, that's confirmed. Meyer's our final pendant.
Nice.
Okay, then. That is full pendant crystal knowledge for us as a restream. We need Eastern, Desert, and Pod Bigs. We need an ice rod. We need a way to get to all of our dungeons.
Yes, yeah. Eastern Big, Desert Big, find Pod, find Swamp, find Ice.
We know where Swamp is. It's that late shot.
Oh, yeah, find... Oh, yeah, we do. Right. I keep looking at Tso's stream, at Tso's tracker, thinking like, oh, yeah, no, they're just going to be the same. Yep. Yeah, so... Yeah.
It's 3 bigs, ice rod, and find pod swamp. Find pod and ice. Sorry, I know I'm doing the same thing. And I'm starting to wonder if we might need mitts too at the rate we're going. We've still got a few random things to check, but we're starting to. But we only have so many entrances. It's because Taelin's been doing a lot of those glove and boots locked entrances that. Tso hasn't been able to check yet because Tso has neither glove nor boots. I'm going to sequence break TR left entrance here, see what this is.
Sure. I mean, this isn't logic to come this way. He just did it in an out of logic way. TR bridge. Yes. Okay.
That makes sense. Kind of almost had to be there.
Yeah, that was one of our must connects. So finding a shield, we're going to ignore it.
Yep, we don't care. Did you already check the Sparrow Cave drop down?
I mean, if we already checked Desert right... Or, sorry, if we already checked all of East Death Mountain, I assume we probably did. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking, but... It's hard to keep track of it all, as mentioned previously.
Welcome to Crosskeys!
Yep. Going to use this opportunity to check out, to backtrack through TR. Might as well clean out these checks.
Yes, we're gonna check Chomps, which I do believe Taelin already got this check.
And so has Tso, evidently.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna go through the front then.
Yeah. Still big chest is new for Taelin. Small key to cheat. GT. Oh, so we did only have 3 GT smalls. That's our last.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was been mistracked.
You're fine, Tom. Stuff happens. Again, as mentioned, Crosskeys, a hard mode to keep track of. Oh, and there's Pod. Dark bumper bottom, so that's going to be... Taelin can do everything but the big chest and the boss unless the big key is in here, which is very possible at the rate we're going. I guess Taelin's gonna check this to see if the big key is just here, which it is not.
Yeah. Yeah, smart. Yeah, smart thinking there.
Yep. Because if you do all of Pod and then you mirror and turns out, oh, that's my big key, or like, oh, well...
Yeah, then you feel really bad. But yeah, no, so we have 5 small keys here, so we can kind of just clear everything in here without any regards for how we spend our keys, as long as we just don't open the door to Dark Maze.
Yeah, which we shouldn't for Taelin, so that shouldn't be an issue here. And here our main was our floating island connector, which makes sense, because I think we were pretty much out of connectors. That's all 3 shields, back to back to back!
Wonderful.
Thanks, game!
Thanks, game. Wonderful.
Very useful. Things. Tisa going back to Dark World. My concern for Tiso at this point is when does he go back to get his, when does he go back for that Spec Rock connector? Spec Rock, the peak being at its vanilla entrance, is you have to drop down there to get to the back of Skull Woods to grab your dam, to get your boots, to do Swamp, and get your glove. And that's the thing that's locking Tiso right now, and I do not know when he's getting back there. It's gonna...
Yeah, that's, that could be a bit for him. Yeah.
The thing is, Quick Draw, it's Skull Woods. He can't just go back of Skull Woods.
Yeah.
That's what his problem right now.
You have to get a connector to go to the back of Skull Woods. Which is a bit of a problem here. He can technically check Ped here, by just mirroring in Lost Woods. But, of course... Oh, that's actually exactly what he's gonna do. Or is it? No, he's gonna mirror log first.
Yeah, first that, and then But I think I mean, he may as well do it while he's here. He has... Oh, he could just pull Pen. He has all 3 pendants.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just gonna get a blind pull here.
Yeah. But yeah, he cannot do back of Skull Woods because, as just mentioned, he needs to take the Vanilla Spectacle Rock Peak entrance, which is up on the mountain. The back of Skull Woods. Oh my god,
it's a big key. To Eastern! Oh my god!
Oh, that is rude, game! Oh my goodness. It's a pet seed, everyone!
Well, chat, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy at me having to deal with memes that I thought were dead in this community. Also, yes, I did just switch to Tiso's audio for like 5 seconds just to get the ped pull sound.
Okay. I need to refresh the page because my comm stream page decided to go lag to all get out. It looks like there was nothing in the pod maze for Taelin, at least. I missed... Oh, and he's back in GT now. I think I know.
It took 50 minutes to find bombs. We have a sword in swamp, and we have a fucking pedestal seed. Wonderful.
Wahoo!
Wahoo! This is everything that Twitch chat wants.
Pretty much.
It is everything that I don't want.
Double GT for our runners.
Sure.
Sword was in the back of Swamp. TR4 in GM room of GT. I did not catch what the other checks were. Did you see all the other checks in TR or more Jax?
No.
My bottle, thanks, chat.
Alright.
Sorry, yeah, my internet decided to put out for a minute there, so I couldn't see much of anything for a bit, but I should be back. Oh, Quake and DM. Okay.
Map to this dungeon. Map of thieves, which we don't care about. And bombs.
Who climbs here? Taelin will.
Taelin
I don't
climb.
know if he so wills. He's only got 2 GT smalls per his personal tracker. Well, then again, Tiso's kind of running out of checks since he does not have glove or boots. Which we know that that's required. Ped is our Eastern Big Key.
Which is required. The funny thing is that the fact that it's even a pet seed isn't actually like that bad. Because like
No, it really isn't.
because realistically speaking, like all of our pendants are pretty accessible. Like even with sticking to the logic. So like you're gonna do the pendants anyway because it's like, you know, you're being pushed, you know, not really having much else to do, and then it just so happens, yeah, it's required.
Mm-hmm. We don't even need Meyer Smalls for the boss, Tom. There's nothing.
Yeah, we don't need Meyer Smalls for the boss. The only thing that the Meyer Smalls lock is left side.
And the only thing on left side was our bread mail, which is nice, but thoroughly not required. Although Taelin does not have the Meyer Big, which I haven't written down, which again oh, that's in Thieves Town, that's why.
Yeah.
It was on Light World Bumper Ledge, and the bumper connector was Super Bunny Cave and the Meyer main entrance, which Taelin hasn't done yet, so that's why.
Yeah,
because the
Meyer was... Yeah, Meyer Big Key was in Thieves.
Was Desert Front, which Taelin just hasn't gotten around to, so...
Yeah.
They both need to check connectors, then.
Yeah.
In some ways, Tiso still not having Glover boots helped bottleneck him to Meyer, which might be useful in the long run. It's just hard to say so early. Thief Small for Tiso. Yeah, Tiso bailing out a GT I think makes sense. He's only got 2 keys. He knows the climb for him the climb is not in logic, and he knows that the drop down is 1 check, which is Lost Woods drop down, so not too urgent for him.
Taelin's gonna have enough magic for this, right? Oh yeah, no, the pots should be enough.
Yep.
Yep, and gets that nice big magic pot right there. Yeah, Taelin does have a lot of the Meyer area still to check, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we got small key to Meyer, which we don't really care about. There's our mitts.
Oh, that'll make getting back to Meyer easier. That's good.
Yeah, well, okay, that gives Taelin incentive to head back to the Meyer area, because now Meyer is a lot more easily accessible.
Yeah, much better, because the connector was a little bit of a pain to do, so that'll make his life easier, because he needs to check the...
Mitts, ultimately... Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, Mitts realistically... They don't do a whole lot for us in this mode, so, I mean, the fact that we got them is nice, but other than that, like, they're whatever.
The thing is, Ice Palace might well be vanilla the way we're going. Nice ice rod!
No ice rod hunt today.
No. But yeah, that's the thing though, Jax, is we're kind of running low on entrances again, and Ice Palace might be vanilla the rate we're going.
Yeah.
That's the last entrance we need, and I'm starting to wonder if Ice is vanilla.
Yeah, ice can be in any of those mid-locked locations. We could have it be a TR entrance. We could have it be at the Ice Palace entrance. Yeah, we also do need our Desert Palace pigs. Hammer pegs is also an option.
And yeah, we're missing 2 big keys besides that. I do think with those mitts, we have between our runners access to... we have all 3 medallions. We have access to every entrance in the game. We've gotten all of our must connects. It's just a matter of finding... it.
Yeah, and actually I think, between all of our runners, we will technically have every access to every single overworld check. So, we're going to be basically shifting gears either to clearing dungeons that we know where they are, or we're just going to be checking entrances. All right, so this should be Thief, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, and it's just bombs.
Cool,
yeah. We weren't really expecting that to be much of anything anyway. The Ice Rod was the big prize here for this excursion.
Yep.
Thieves is a crystal, which we already do that from Tso's side.
Yep. Catfish is a new pack for Taelin. Nobody's been here. I don't think we've seen Dark Witch either.
No. This catfish rep makes sense. You're here, and it's like one of the most ample opportunities to do that.
Apparently we did see Dark Witch, and I'm wrong, because Taelin just ran straight past it.
Yeah, Taelin just dashed right past it.
This is Tso heading back to the Mire area to beat Thieves Town, I think. Because this is his connector to Thieves Town. Mire Main is the Bumper Ledge connector, and that's where that is. Ooh, big key on Catfish to Desert. Good
okay.
Find.
That's one of our big keys that we need. Okay, so between 2 runners, we need Pod, big key for no mode, and find ice.
Pod, big key, and find ice. We know... yeah. And that's just a matter of time, because at this point between our runners, we can do every check in the game. It's just how long does it take, and where is it?
Yeah, we're going to do Desert Wind first, because we're here, it's convenient, and we don't know what this is already, so overall this is going to be new information for us on Restream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tso's going to go into Thieves Town and get his Mire big.
He got his Mire big already. He's
then
beating it.
Where's the there was a big key in here, wasn't there?
The Mire big wasn't here. He went in here earlier without the big key. Remember, that was on the tablet,
yes.
and he didn't. And he got a sword in, and the sword was in here to get to the big key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Taelin is the one who hasn't been here yet, because he hasn't taken them. He hasn't cleared out the Mire area to take the connector kit to get to Bumper
Yeah,
Ledge
right.
For this.
That's the issue. Yeah, that's the main thing right now for Taelin, is just getting back there.
Although at least Taelin will be able to one-trip Thieves Town, which is going to be at least a bit of a time save on that. Single arrow on Landos. Thanks, game.
Ruby will be happy that his arrow was saved.
Okay, and this is good for Taelin, fluting to Mire.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly where Taelin needs to be right now.
Because from Taelin's perspective, he is kind of running low on things to do a bit. He has no... Well, he can go beat Pen and Hera if he really wants to. It's just not particularly appealing to him right now. He can...
Yeah, here's the TR bridge.
He cannot beat TR, however, because his big key's in Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Can't get these checks. And no, we have not seen Checkerboard Cave because Taelin's only now clearing the minor area, and Tso still does not have that glove. But yeah,
Yes.
Taelin's gonna end up in Thieves Town because he's gonna run out of things to do.
Yeah, he's eventually gonna get funneled there because he has to take that, connector chain now.
Yeah, that'll be a natural end to the route here because we know that whatever whatever checkerboard entrance is, it's not going to be a connector anywhere meaningful because we've seen all the meaningful connectors at this point.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to do that. He's just going to check the TR left entrance, which we know is TR bridge. And also do laser and right lava chest. He hasn't done this yet. Blinds our last bottle. Cool. Oh yeah, Taelin might do the front of TR because we haven't seen that yet. He hasn't seen that yet. We know it's Floating Island. That'll clean up Taelin's remaining connectors. And is this a shovel turn in for Tso? Plus the race game? No, Tso did Big Chest of Thieves before he did Blind Cell. It was junked, Tom.
Yeah, when you have the glove, you do the big chest. When you don't have a glove, you do the big chest first.
Oh, right, I forgot Tso. Yeah, Tso going back to Hera for the last couple checks here. Big chest and... I think Tso's so low on checks he has to do basement here.
Yeah, you have to do first floor.
Because Taelin's very... Tso is very low on checks without those glove and boots. Finds for his trouble, small key to Moyer, we really don't care.
Yeah, Tso really needs to go and find those boots.
That connector, because it's the Spec Rock dropdown, and he checked he saw that entrance a very long time ago, and has not been back.
Yeah, and so far has not had much incentive to return back there, which is starting to be problematic because he's gonna run low on things and eventually potentially last location it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and because Taelin is in the process of figuring out his, as he goes, oh, I could have been here a while ago, maybe, but yeah, he's seeing, because Taelin is finding that what he needs right now is he's going to check the Meyer main entrance, which is his bumper ledge connector, which gets him to Thieves Town, which he'll save some time by doing that in one trip, too, and then Thieves Town is his route to go mode for, at this point, Silvers.
Silvers, okay. I'm not going to say no to those. They're not necessary.
Yeah, I assume, though, Taelin is going to take this connector, go Thieves Town, clear it, and then just rush dungeons for the next bit.
Yeah.
Because that's basically where Taelin will be at. His Thieves Town is going to... Because here's his Hera Big, which...
Yeah, there's the Hera Big.
Which gives him Logical Ped, which he which is good for him because he might not want to dupe it unless he has a logical access to it. We know it's required for his Eastern Big. Oh, good. Tiso is thinking about connectors. We know that Bumper led the other side. I think that was Bonk Rocks by... we saw the other end of this.
That was
Bonk Rocks. I'm mixing up. Yeah, so we don't care.
Yeah. So Taelin still needs to get the Meyerbeek, which he's going to get this Meyerbeek here.
Yeah, it's one of these first checks.
Yeah, TR Big right there. And then Meyerbeek's going to be in this check right here.
Correct, yeah, because the first 4 checks were the TR Big, Meyer Big, a sword, and I think it was blue mail or something was the last check.
So that's pet access for Taelin, which Taelin needs to then go ahead and clear Meyer, and then pull the pedestal.
Yeah. Oh, sword and mushroom, right? Was the last 2 things in here. And Tiso's finally gotten back to where he needs to be as I look over.
Yep, so this is Dam for Tiso, which gives him his real boots, and yeah, he's not happy about that. He is mad about that.
He could have had those a long time ago.
Yeah, so now he gets his glove, which he did not have for an hour and 36 minutes. And is going to continue to not have that for a few more minutes.
Yeah, this is a bit of a, oh gosh dang it, I could have had this ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still wondering where the Pod Big Key is. We don't know where Ice Palace is, although we know there's not many entrances left for it. Because we have, TR Main, can't be the GT entrance, we don't care whatever that is. Can't be Pyramid Fairy entrance, because Ice is a 5-6.
Yeah, I think at this point, Ice is probably either just the TR entrance, or it's Ice entrance. Or it's Hammer Pegs.
I think it's one of those 3, yeah, because I think we've seen just about everything else.
Yeah, Pod Big Key, more than likely, we're just going to see the Pod Big Key in Ice. So, Taelin's going to find Ice at some point, and it'll be smooth sailing. Yeah. So there's the glove for Tiso.
Okay, well, we've got a betting chat. You can put in an exclamation mark bet. Where do you think this Pod Big Key has gone off to?
I mean, I don't know what else we have left in terms of our item caves.
I've marked off everything that is more than all of the major ones. I think we've seen both. We might have 1 or 2 of the one-offs, but we've seen Mimic. We checked Mimic Cave. We've seen Graveyard Ledge. We've seen both fairies. Tiso tried to do Spike Cave without a glove earlier. I don't think anyone has anyone actually been there with. Has Taelin actually been to do Spike Cave yet?
I don't know if we've done Spike Cave.
Spike Cave's a possibility. Okay, thanks, chat. Smith Chain, nobody's done, obviously, because we only just recently got mitts. We have Smith Chain, Ice Palace. It could be Trinex. Thieves Big Chest. Ice Palace is the most likely option.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Ice. Yeah, just thinking from a density perspective, definitely Ice here.
Oh yeah. Tiso's going to clear Swamp, which Swamp wasn't the, and Taelin's going to beat TR. Swamp Palace had sword, some random junk, and a couple keys that are of no particular interest.
We have seen all of CT, so yeah, it's not going to be there. This is a new check, though, from Taelin, so we have not seen what Trinex has.
No.
Yeah, but this is just a straightforward fight. Bink, bang, bonk, and do the same thing for the head on the right.
Yeah. Tempered half magic, making this pretty quick fight.
Yeah, this is a cakewalk. Nice double spin there, and gets the kill.
Nice and quick here. Trinex is going to give us a 3 bombs.
3 bombs, wonderful. It's crystal though.
Yep, which we knew had to be there. Although Taelin does not have full pendant information yet.
No.
So that might actually be good for him because he now has Meyer Big. That might send him over there. It is his best density play at this point.
Yeah,
and he's right here, as he can mirror and drop, and well, he can grab this small key, then go back in, drop down, and then Meyer's just at the bottom of the mountain here.
Yeah, so this is going to work out very nicely for Taelin.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot this entrance was available. More nothing. So he'll clean up these entrances on top of the mountain, which maybe you'll find Ice Palace on the way here.
Quake for TR, although that hardly matters.
Because, yep, we have all 3 medallions, so makes no difference to us or them.
Yep. Okay, so Taelin just got the EP knowledge, so he now knows that Meyer is pendant.
Okay.
However, I don't think that's going to necessarily dissuade him from wanting to go back into Meyer, because Meyer is, aside from
unless
chasing
Ice Palace is right
here,
ice,
that's
his best play.
Yeah,
and Ice is not right here, so I think he's...
so Ice is probably just going to be vanilla.
Yeah, it's that or hammer pegs. But yeah, he's gonna check these entrances, which were Diddly Squat, and then Meyer's right here.
That's Cap Fairy, and yeah, Meyer's just right here, so literally no reason you don't do it.
As we say that, Taelin,
that is,
goes miserably wrong. Oh dear.
I mean, I understand the sentiment behind it, because you see Meyer's a pendant, and you're just like, pendant dungeon, no want to clear. Easy as that. That's the whole sentiment behind it. But I think what Taelin might be trying to do more is I think he's trying to chase Ice rather than going into Meyer.
I think it looks like it, yeah. He's going to check the Quarreling Brothers connector. This was the Desert Right connector, which we saw earlier from Tso.
Yeah, so, yeah, and the other thing also of note is that, Taelin has not actually, like, he was at Back of Skull, he didn't check Pedestal, so... But to be fair, like, Tso also didn't check Ped either until he had all 3 of his pendants. So, Ped is probably not something that's on Taelin's mind right now. And yeah, he's just going to be doing Smith Chain and do Hammer Pegs. So... Yeah,
it makes sense. Clean up some of his remaining checks and check the Hammer Pegs entrance while he's here. The Smiths are just in Cax, so it'll be quick to turn that in.
Yeah, this isn't going to be this is going to be straightforward.
Yeah, so this is not terribly long, but he probably wants to do Smith Chain, Hammer Pegs, Rounded Purple Chest, and Bombo's Tablet together.
Small key to pod, so that's pod 6.
Okay. And then he probably wants to route Purple Chest, Bombo's Tablet into Ice, maybe all in a route, which works out nicely.
Taylor, where are you going here? Yeah, go back in, please. Yeah. Well, I think he lost where it was. Yeah, so
And I think that's
so
what
here's
I think
Hammerpeg.
he lost track of it.
Yeah. So here's Hammerpegs. If it's not here, it's ice.
Yeah, we've seen all the other entrances in the game.
At this point, it's non-negotiable.
And that reminds me too that these are hard vents locked. Tso has not done GT climb.
Okay, so it's vanilla.
Yeah. Tso has to go back to GT, by the way, because that's where his mids are.
Unless I'm completely forgetting something, our Ice Palace is going to be vanilla.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, I think Taelin's doing purple chest here, and I think immediately after he's going to do ice entrance, which is going to be Ice Palace.
Yeah. Which this makes sense for him, clean up his checks and go and route together his last remaining entrances. Hey, nice butter.
Nice sword.
Which is going to be a little unfortunate for Taelin, because it'll be a
oh yeah, he hasn't done this.
Oh yeah,
we haven't seen that either. Oh god,
all the random things we haven't seen yet. Yeah, I forgot we hadn't done that yet because no glove for so long.
Red meringue.
Lovely. All
right.
Yeah, so that will be ice for Taelin, which will be a full clear. On the plus side, I really don't think there's going to be much else besides Ice Palace left, or besides Meyer left after this.
Nah. So here's ice.
Tso is not going catfish. That is going to be a problem. Because Tso needs to go catfish for his desert big.
Yep.
He's going back to GT, which this makes sense for him. It's 5 checks, including the drop down on Pyramid. And he does need to do it because the ice rod's there, but
yeah,
hard orphaning catfish is going to be a problem for him.
Alright, so let's see what we find here in ice.
A whole lot of junk is my assumption.
Yeah, we have full cleared most of this game.
Because looking at my notes and looking at our trackers, we've found all of our big keys, except for our pod big, which almost has to be in here at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I can't think of anywhere else where it can be.
Yeah, even Magic Bat's now been checked. And I don't even know that we have a one-off entrance in a Pyramid Fairy. It could be at this point, one-off check. And even then, Pyramid Fairy's ice locked, so. But yeah, we're missing. Yeah, Pod Big is in here. Is almost certainly in here. And other than that, there's really nothing else left to find. We are missing one Meyer Small, and I think that's about it.
Our piece there in the U room.
Yeah, I think we're missing a Meyer Small, the Pod Big, and we've gotten all of our major items between our runners.
Yeah.
We know where Berna is. Neither of them have it, but they both saw it on Desert Torch.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, at this point, it's just like, when does Taelin find the Pod Big? Because if it's not here, I don't know where the hell it is. Because it most certainly is in here because of the density play.
Yeah.
Compass to Harris, so that's 5 items so far. So we have Freeze Ore Chest, Big Chest, and Cold Stare.
Correct. And maybe there's an entrance in Pyramid Fairy that could be it, but I honestly can't even think of single item caves we have left.
Yeah, so Spy Cave is not an option. We've seen that.
We've seen Mimic Cave. We've seen K45,
Compass.
Checkerboard.
Okay, Big Chest here.
There it is.
There it is. So that is... Yeah, that should be go mode for Taelin now. Oh no, he needs his Eastern big.
That's the whole thing, is he needs to do ped.
Yeah, he still needs to do ped. Yeah. So that's no mode.
Yeah, that's official no mode for us. And the thing is, it's not GG's yet because they still each have several dungeons left to do. Tso's got a bit more. Has a couple. Tso's got he has 4 dungeons. He has 4 crystals and GT climb left. Taelin has done GT climb, but is missing 2 pendants and 3 crystals. So this is still the race.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of what we got here, like I would say that Taelin is probably in a bit more of a better position here, because all Taelin really needs to do is just go do Mire. But of course, like, you're gonna do Pod first.
He'll do Pod first. That's at Dark World Bumper bottom, which isn't too bad to get to. Mire's on, and then he just needs to flute back to the mountain for Mire. I think so he's gonna, and probably quick. He's done everything but the big key and the big chest and the boss there. This is Tso going back to GT, so that's good for him. Oh, and this is right. I forgot we hadn't seen this.
Yeah.
Good route for Taelin to check it.
Yep. So this is the climb for Tso, which is nice because Tso's going to get his ice rod.
Yep. Oh, and this might actually just... Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, so Taelin's going to check this connector and find his lovely shield.
She's going to say no to.
Yep. I'm going to mirror and check this, which he did not do earlier. And now he's going to flute. I was kind of hoping he would jump down, but he's going to do Pod first, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point, you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and clear my crystal dungeons.
Pod Terror, then maybe check Ped before you do Mire. That would make sense, Tom.
Yeah.
And chat pointing out Tso is at 19 hearts.
Yeah, Tso is very healthy in this seed.
Our collection
I don't think we're gonna get the legendary 20 heart seed though. I think he did skip a heart piece.
Yeah, I doubt we'll see 20, but it is a reflection of just how much we've done this seed that we're so close to 20. Because we have everything. We have done everything. The collection rates are going to be very high on this one. As between them, we've seen everything. At least the 180s, I want to say, for our collection rates here.
Yeah, 180s to 190s probably is what we're going to be seeing here. Rarely do you ever see do you see a seed go over 200 in this mode.
Yeah, just because you're going to skip some freestandings and whatnot.
Holy crap, you guys are betting high! That is very high! Oh yeah, it's up here too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, those are hard required as well. I also forgot. I mean, it made sense for Tso to skip them earlier, these checks earlier, because he only had 2 keys, and he knows that the drop down is just 1 check. It is junk, in fact. Unfortunately, there are 2 items required on the climb. Both Mitts and Ice Rod were here, and he needs both of them.
I mean, I would hedge that we're probably going to be seeing maybe around a 184, if I had to guess. So there's Ice Rod.
Yep. I'm really bad at collection rate math, so...
Kind of just have to approximate.
Yeah. I know for a fact that's a meme bet, PTG.
Yep, so there's Hamasaur.
Yep. And that's a Meyer Small.
Yep.
And it had to be. We've seen everything else.
Yeah, we have seen literally every other key in the game.
Every other key and every major item. Now we've seen all the shield, we've seen all the boomerangs, we've seen all the everything that's trackable, so
I will say this to the people who are actually doing that. You would only ever see that kind of collection rate in a spoiler seed.
a spoiler seed or something that's like a very, very high variance mode, like something like I know there's like these like random like blitz modes that pop up once in a while, something like, you know, 0 crystals, it's a 0-0 fast Ganon, find the stuff and go beat Ganon, and theoretically
We haven't seen people play those modes in years.
Yeah, no, those are not common, but there are some random things out there that can have such low collection rates of like under 100, but yeah, not normally. Or unless Mystery Seed decided to be funny.
Taelin did not. No, keyring is not a thing in ALttPR. I know that's a thing in Zooter. And I'm saying that as someone who has never played Zooter or Ocarina of Time in his life.
Okay, there we go for Taelin. Tso is back in the Mire area. I'm trying to remember what he's doing. Oh, right, he's entrances. And Taelin's running back to Hera. I think, or he's gonna stop over here, which is right, desert right. We just saw this already from Tso. This was garbage. And Tso's gonna beat TR. Forgot that was over here. What is Taelin doing?
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I'm assuming...
Is he actually double checking things?
Yeah, what? Yeah, I'm confused actually what Taelin's trying to do here.
Yep, back up the mountain. Is this that Mire play he needs to make?
Is this Mire?
Heading up the mountain. That's not... The Mire's on the right side in Light World.
Yeah, but he can... well, actually, you're climbing up the mountain.
Is this his... No... This here doesn't make sense. Where is...
Taelin, stop teasing us. We want to know what you're doing.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so... Okay, so I thought Mire was on the other side of the mountain. Eastern's on the other side of the mountain. That's what's confused me. Oops.
Yep.
Okay, so this is good for Taelin. He is going to be eventually in go mode, as Tso has picked up his mitts on the other side and is clearing entrances. So he'll find Ice Palace in a bit. Yeah.
Is Taelin done? Taelin has not killed Moldorm. I imagine that's probably what's going to be happening after he's cleared Mire.
Correct, because he didn't have either Big Key or Hookshot when he did when he went and saw Hera earlier. Because But he does have Meyer keys, which will make Meyer a little faster than it was for Tso. Tso had 0 Meyer keys, and while it's possible to do Meyer on no keys, it's a little slow.
Red mail. Yep, so there's Tso getting his Vanilla Ice Palace. And happy 2 hours, everyone.
Happy 2 hours.
Make sure, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, make sure to give both of our runners a follow. They agreed to be on Restream, and we're happy to put on this broadcast.
Yeah, it's been a fun match, fun seed to watch at least. Not sure what our... I know Tso in particular was very mad about those boots.
Yep.
But Tso's gonna beat Ice, get another crystal, and find his pod big. The problem is going to be he's going to have to. He's still on the hunt for that desert big he has left behind on Catfish.
Yeah, I think that's ultimately what's gonna bite him here. Is Catfish is just such a remote check.
Mm-hmm. They've got similar amounts of dungeons done. It's just that. Hera's going to be pretty quick for Taelin to finish off. It's just in the race game left entrance, which isn't terrible to get back to. And he could just run to Ped from there, versus Tso is going to clear all of Ice. Probably go check Pyramid Fairy if he has any... And I don't know if he has any item checks left, any item entrances left, sorry, but he might do that. He also hasn't done Smith Chain, so I could see him going there. It might be a minute before he gets back to Catfish.
Yeah.
Like, Taelin has nothing else left. It's going to be this, Hera and Ped. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Taelin... Yeah, so, I mean, Tso's on the clock here. And, unfortunately, I don't think it's a clock that Tso's going to be able to satisfy. Because, yeah, like, Catfish is just a check where you last locate it, you're going to orphan it forever.
Absolutely, and at this point, I just don't think he has enough time before Taelin runs into the Ped. Because, yeah, Taelin just getting those boots that much earlier, and, I mean, they've taken wildly different routes in this seed, but they have ultimately ended up doing they've ultimately ended up at very closely to the... They've both full cleared the game, really.
Yeah, they have both cleared this game to its absolute limit.
It's just that the earlier glove, earlier boots, I think helped Taelin a fair bit in terms of just getting everything done more efficiently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took the words right out of my mouth there.
Because that's what it comes down to in seeds like this, where you go everywhere and do everything, because the game's really not being nice, it comes down to... well, you're not going to win on doing less checks because everyone's doing everything, clearly. It's just going to be, how fast can you do them? And in what order?
Yeah, this is just going to be a straightforward Vitreous fight.
Very fast,
Doesn't even have silvers.
And doesn't care.
And funnily enough, is not even going to find those silvers.
He might. They're Hera basement.
Maybe. I don't know whether you would immediately clear the pendant and then just go say it's Ped, or if you would say, yeah, I'll, suffer the gambit and just check Hera basement.
I'm not sure either. This is back to pod for Tso, and Taelin is... Where is he going?
Yeah, where is Taelin going? So Hera is at race game left. Oh wait, maybe that is what he's planning to do?
I mean,
he's going in that direction.
It works, just not the first choice, the first thing I would have thought of for a route.
I know this works.
Oh, he's turning in the shovel on the way. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is faster otherwise than just taking the CAC portal, but if you're doing shovel, that makes sense.
I mean, I think he's trying to go for, again, efficiency and routing in checks here, because this is a check that's kind of a one-off. And otherwise, he'd have no other good time to do it. So
no,
that's actually good thinking there.
I just forgot he hadn't done that yet, but
yeah,
because that was Meyer.
Yeah, because sometimes you do end up having to take some very interesting routes, having to string together checks. It's one of the few things I love about this mode, actually.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting challenge for sure.
Yep, this is gonna be Hera here. There's the last Meyer Small. Yeah, this is just gonna be an easy Moldorm fight. Not much else to say there.
No, Moldorm was not designed for Buttersword.
No. Heat to Ice, of course, and then there's the final pendant for Taelin. Now, Taelin, are you gonna go back in, or are you going to full ped?
The answer is back in.
We're going back. Okay, so he's gonna get those silvers.
I mean, this makes sense. He's so low on checks. I can see just doing it while you're here.
Yeah. I mean, once you get to a point where you're so low on checks, you kind of have to be like, just be like, I can't really gamble this much because you're playing your odds, and at this point, like, if it's, here, and you just skip it out, and then you have to come back, it's just like, well, great, that's time you just never get back.
No, and it's a long run back here from Ped.
Yeah. Now, of course, we know that Taelin is completely fine.
But he, of course, doesn't know that. And he doesn't want to risk it at this point.
Yeah.
For him, it's a 50-50 with Ped, I think.
I'm pretty sure that is actually all he has left is... Yeah. I think this is pretty much a last location. But I think you're kind of forced to do that in his situation. So there's his silvers.
Yep.
I mean, he gets a fast Armos Knight's fight, sure. But I mean, like, that's barely anything.
No.
Yep, so there's Flute 3. This is going to be Petbull.
Yep. Tisto's doing Smith Chain, which makes sense for him. That is his best density.
Taelin has not done Magic Bat. Okay, so...
Oh yeah, true. So yeah, it was a 1 in 3 of basement, but still 1 in 3, not very good odds.
Yeah, hasn't done Magic Bat, hasn't turned in Mushroom.
So yeah, okay, so a couple checks, but very, very minimal.
Did do Shovel. I'll mark that off for you.
Yeah.
A big key for Eastern Palace. He read it!
Yay!
Yay, you did the right thing. Now pull that ped with pride.
And hey, Pod Speed Balloon Logic for Tiso.
Alright, so that's go mode at 2:09:45.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not that he didn't want to pull it. I think it's just he wanted to check to make sure.
I need to step away for a minute real quick. We'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be very much turned into Taelin's race to lose. Cause like, yeah, Tiso needs to get over to Catfish, but with where Catfish is, like, geographically speaking, and just like what else he has, there's not really much else he can do, and that's a little unfortunate for him. Yeah, and you're seeing here, like, tso is, like, basically going to do everything but. So, doing Spike Cave, not really going to get him anything. Taelin, meanwhile, is just going to blaze right on through this dungeon.
Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
I assume nothing much happened because we've seen everything.
No, we have... Holy crap! tso has 20 hearts!
Oh my goodness, we did it, everyone!
we have gotten, at this point, now I can't even be mad anymore at the whole memery and shit, because it's like, you got 20 hearts, that tells you that you have endured a special kind of hell.
Yeah, this seed has been something. 20 hearts is very rare in any mode that isn't completionist.
Or retrance. You can get 20 hearts pretty easily in retrance.
Yeah, because of the extra heart containers.
Yep.
Outside of that, yeah, it is rare to get 20 hearts. Because normally, you skip freestanding heart pieces. Normally, you don't do every single check in the game, so you end up skipping a few chests, but, nope, they've done everything.
Yeah.
And this is a hard last location for tso.
Yep, this is hard last location, so unfortunately, tso's gonna get to this catfish, but like it's too little too late in my opinion.
It's not just in your opinion. Taelin's heading to Ganon's. Very much the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he is at 18 hearts, red mail, half magic, butter, silvers. Ganon will be a snore.
Yep. Yeah, this is a breeze fight for any runner of this game.
Yeah. And that is go mode for tso.
Yep, there's go mode. Alright.
Where's he going?
Yeah,
As we're back as top of Lost Woods, I can't imagine this being faster.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's going. Oh, he just wants to go around this way. No, I don't think this is faster. I think you're faster just fluting to 3. Or you can flute to 8.
Yeah, or I guess he just wants to save the portal for Ganon, I suppose.
I guess so. That's just a pretty convoluted way of doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it saves much time, so...
Meanwhile, Taelin's in full control here and on phase 4.
Yeah.
That's 3 arrows. That's 4.
GG.
GG's, indeed. So get your GG's in chat for Taelin as he advances the score to 3-2.
A well-earned win here for Taelin after 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 36 seconds. That is GG's to Taelin.
Yeah, and immediately... Oh.
I mean, tso's like 3 minutes out from done. He might as well
it looks like tso's gonna finish.
Just taking a quick pause to type GG's in the race room.
Sure, yeah. And we'll see if we can get both of them in for an interview after tso finishes.
tso's opinion in race time. What a miserable seed.
In the meantime, I'm going to go search for a raid target.
Sounds good. So yeah, we'll get collection rates on both, see how this goes. Fanciful Unicorn, I think Tso ran from Catfish Desert to just keep the portal for Ganon, who's in Skull Woods, as we saw from Taelin's. It might be a time save. If it is, it's marginal. I really don't think it makes a huge difference, but sure. But yeah, so checking to see if Taelin wants to join us for an interview. Tso arriving on Ganon should be done in a minute here. Ganon ranting something about his incompetent minions and guarding items. The scene actually did a decent job at guarding the items, given that it took us this long to beat the game.
Yeah.
Like, for runners of this caliber, 2 hours and 15 minutes on it really isn't that complicated for settings, is rather unusual.
Okay.
Taelin will be joining us for an interview. In fact, there he is, and Tso's about to be done.
Yeah, we'll get both of them in at the same time.
Yep.
So we can talk about this wild hellhole of a seed where we somehow did not get bombs for the first 15 minutes.
No, which is incredible still. Like, that was the first 15 minutes. It's just, where are bombs, game? Hello?
All right, but that's it's going to be Ganon down for Tso, so get your GGs in chat.
Yeah. GG's here to Tso, going to finish up 2:17:21 per the race time room. 2 minutes, 45-second difference there.
Yeah, I mean, this was a really interesting seed. See if we get Tso in here. We got both of them in.
All right, do you want to drag them up?
Already have.
Excellent. GG's here, Taelin and Tso.
GG's.
GG's. That was exhausting.
Yeah, you're not kidding. So, what do we have here for this seed? So, we have a seed where you guys did not get bombs for the first 15 and a half minutes.
Oh, good, it wasn't just me, because I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, no bomb packs, no bomb chops, just no.
Yeah, first pack of bombs I got 30 minutes into the seed. Was my first 3 bombs chest.
Believe it, yeah. You both had to go
yes.
shopping on Death Mountain for your first bombs, because basically... Because game did not give you any bombs at all. I think we saw a 53-minute back of escape because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
We
tracks.
didn't have bombs, we didn't have gloves, we didn't have crystals. We didn't have absolutely anything to see.
No.
Yeah, this was a game of last locations. You finished the seed on the rare 20 hearts, Tso.
Oh, GG,
Yeah.
there's your real winner.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I was pretty surprised because I had absolutely that I skipped the visual piece of art, but then when I got the 20th, oh okay, at least I'm gonna get this.
I mean, yeah, besides the other horrible memes that were in the seeds, that was the one thing where I was just like, you know what? If there's one silly thing in this seed that I can take away from, it's that we finally got to see a 20 hearts in a Crosskey seed on a restream.
Yeah, there was a heart container somewhere that I turned down, and as I was walking away, I'm like, oh man, 20 hearts. Because I think my first 2 or 3 heart containers were just off pieces. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd believe it. And I am also extremely not that surprised to see a 202 collection rate for Tso. Ouch.
Yeah.
Gross.
That is a lot. But yeah, so main things that were contentious in this seed, Tso did not get his boots for a good while, which were gating his glove. And we could definitely see on restream that you are not happy when you found those boots.
No.
Yeah, it was pretty unlucky that the position of that connector, because like I was clearing the mountain, and mountain had like my first bomb shop, and then paradox, and then like everything just pretty much just opened with the shop with bombs. So I
Oh, yeah.
didn't really want to follow the connector, and I was okay. I know that eventually I'm gonna have to find some connectors like the floating island, the schoolwoods connector, and then it was my last location, that connector, and then my last location I had pretty much ice, and then the
Yeah.
desert big, yeah.
It
I
was,
It's just a chain
yeah,
of unfortunate events, but yeah, that's
yeah,
just random.
yeah. That Desert Big was kind of where the nail in the coffin was for you, because yeah, you decided to not do catfish, and unfortunately, you kind of just last located it, and that was basically it, because it was really a battle of like, because Talon for a while was not doing the things to get ped, and then you were not doing catfish.
Yeah.
You weren't doing catfish, you weren't doing that spec rock connector. Because the thing is,
Yeah.
Talon, you obviously you went through that spec rock connector much earlier than Tiso did. Got boots, got glove, and then had a whole lot of things to do that were not the pet. So understandably, so you put that off till the very end.
In my heart, at some point, I don't remember when, I was running around. Oh, it's when I was checking. It would have been the vanilla bottom of bumper, which ended up being pod. I thought, oh man, I should just run up and check the pedestal just in case. What are the odds? Nah. And at no point did I ever think again I should check. It's a pedestal. It's a ped seed. It did not cross my mind one time until Hera Basement was the silvers, and I'm like, I don't think I have anything left except Magic Bat.
Yeah.
Which I had forgotten about.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing that I think I put pad about 1 hour and 20 minutes, because I look
like
into my
that.
timer. I'm an hour and a half into the game. I have no way to beat any crystals. I'm freaking pulling pad or I have no idea what I'm doing here. And then the EPB came out. I'm like, okay, that's that's something good for me, at least. My whole early game wasn't a waste. But the thing is, I tried to route Catfish King several times, but then I kept remembering I didn't have a glove, and then I was okay. I'm gonna do after I beat Agatu, but then when I went there and grabbed the meats, I was kind of, I need to find my other 2 dungeons that I still haven't found. So I just kept postponing catfish, and I was okay. It's gonna be a last location, and I have to deal with it, because I had never had a good time to run there, because every time I was passing by, I had something better to follow, like trying to find some more dense locations or entrance that I still needed, because when it was, I think, when I found my last check entrance that had checks, because I had a little tracker that I keep, I mark everything. So I have found everything, but I still have to find them in 3 dungeons. It was just so silly when I got into that point. So yeah.
Yeah, so when I taken that connector and found the dam and the boots in there, and I knew where the glove was because I had bunny walked and then mirrored and found my pearl. I'm like, well, that was convenient. And so I knew where that glove was, and so I was fooling around. I got on with the pod, and it's like, and somewhere I'd found like the 4th GT small, and I'm like, there is never going to be a better time to climb than right now. Screw it. And so I climbed, and one thing that stuck out to me in this scene is how empty so many of these dungeons were.
Yeah.
Pod was empty. Ice was empty, except for the Pod Mickey. GT, I can't tell you one thing that was in GT outside of the last 2 checks of the bloody thing at the top.
Yeah.
Eastern
That was
empty.
very rude. Yeah, the rest of it was
so many.
bad.
Meyer was empty. Like so many things. I'm just like, I was shocked. And so when I got the ice rod in the mitts, I'm like, man, I really hope TR's a crystal at this point because this is gonna feel real dumb. But then all I can think about is I have to push the mitts. Like if you climbed and got mid to the Crosskeys seed, I have to push it. So I was in Meyer area. I did the Smith chain, and then I was like, oh yeah, Ice Palace. That's Mitts luck too. I should go to there. And then it was Ice Palace. I'm like, gosh darn it. Are you kidding me?
Yep. And at that point, actually, on Restream, we knew that Ice Palace was going to be vanilla based on what you had checked. There was literally nothing else in the game. You have checked every single entrance.
Well, I hadn't quite yet because I hadn't done the TR bridge.
Right, you had, but Tiso had, so between the two of you,
sorry. I understand what you're saying. But by that point, I knew it had to be TR West. There was nothing left.
Yeah.
I was like, this is just... And then, so I'm like, I didn't want... So I tried to go back to Hera before I did Meyer, and I got super confused because reading a tracker is hard. And so I ended up back in Skullwoods. I'm like, because I kept thinking Meyer was so free and available. If it's in there, I'm done. And so I tried to go to Hera first because it was the harder to get to, and then I messed it up. And I'm like, fine, I'll just go to Meyer, I guess. It's not going to be...
Yeah, I was wondering, I was like, where are you going for
I'm just dumb. Yeah, because I had done Skullwoods crazy early, because I'm like, I got half magic and a fire rod.
Oh yeah, it was super early, but yeah. Yeah, like... Yeah, because it was, you got... Yeah, so that, but yeah, because this was just, let's say, go everywhere, do everything. Your final collection rate was 199, which also really doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Between the two of you, we saw absolutely everything. It just kind of came down to, again, I think, just a bit of order of operations, which is kind of how it tends to go in a seed like this, where you go everywhere, do everything. You had Boots and Glove earlier, Taelin, which I think really helped you in terms of clearing things more efficiently. But on the other hand, because you had Boots and Glove, Ted was bottom of the list, clearly.
Yeah.
So it was one and the other. And it was really close at the end here, less than 3 minutes apart at the end, which, not too surprised, was a good match.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a great match to commentate.
Really entertaining, yeah, for you guys.
Yeah, that was a very entertaining match.
Yeah, I loved it.
I almost had a TJ moment where I almost crashed out in the middle of the stream. So that's something that you can clearly see.
Well, see, what you guys don't know is Tiso and I in our DMs had a little gentleman's agreement. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. You do it like that. Let's diverge. Let's look at the show. We'll come back at the end. And I feel like we did that. So mission accomplished.
Exactly.
You sure have put on a great show for us all involved here, ZSR.
Yeah, thanks so much for picking up the restream. Shout out also to the Hyrule Town Hall, just doing great work. Streamlining a lot of this process, so yay!
Shout outs to Trez for all the work he's done with HDH.
Yeah, for sure, much appreciated and streamlining things considerably. And of course, thanks to the admins as well for running the tournament, because Crosskeys is a lot, but it's always fun to help out every year, so it's been good fun.
Mm-hmm. And this is my first year helping out the restream side for this tournament and CSR in general, so I'm very glad to be able to pick these races up.
Glad to have you. But I am pretty much out of questions, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I am as well.
Yeah, but I'm out of water, so...
Yeah, I'd imagine, after 2.5 hours.
Uh-huh.
But if not, then GG's again to you both. Good luck. We've still got more rounds of Swiss to go.
Yeah.
So good luck on your other matches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Taelin. Yep. Taelin keeping his record alive. 3-2. Tiso, unfortunately, your main bracket contention ends here. Although, are you going to be thinking about going in the consolation bracket?
Yeah, I think so. I have to check when the the brackets will start to check with my availability, but I think so. I think I'm gonna play it.
More Crosskeys
No
is
reason to
always
not.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's. I'll let you take us out then, Jaxie.
All right. In that case, so that's going to do it for us tonight here on Zelda Speedruns. Looking at the schedule tomorrow, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which is in about 12 and a half hours, we'll say, we have Gem versus Structural Mike. That's going to be already signed on Zelda Speedruns Prime. We have Clear Mouse and Humbug on commentary. And then about an hour later, we have Zenith Short versus TT Chaos, which has double trackers and just needs 2 comms in order to make for that a full crew. And if you are interested in commentating for that match, head on over to Hyrule Town Hall. That's hth.zeldaspeedruns.com and go over to the Crosskeys tournament page for more information. I would love to thank our 2 runners, Taelin116 and tso15, for the amazing show that they put on, as well as Star1468 for joining me here on commentary, as well as TomoTalk13 for tracking and all the crew that helped to put on this broadcast. I'm going to send this over to Tracy. Nice runner, going through a ladder race. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Jaxie from Zelda Speedruns, signing off.